There's a big debate about startup versus agency, and I don't think that this debate, I don't think it's a valid debate because of course they're very different. I think you've got startups that work in a very lean way, and that works because they need to be agile, they need to be innovative, they're fostering innovation within their teams, and that creates better products and services. I think with big agencies, the difficulty is that they're not looking at innovating, they are looking at pleasing the client, whereas the startup is more looking at the end user.
Learning from entrepreneurs is the thing that's helped us grow our business over the years and make us what we are today. Learning new methods, methods of collaboration, kind of agile methods which enable you to just work more efficiently. I think the kind of startup scene works out how to birth a business very effectively.
I define a creative area, a creative company, as one that allows people to make mistakes. Yeah? Now, I think the ad industry as a whole has generally lost that facility and that attitude, and it's become about safety, and it's about making sure the client's happy rather than necessarily doing what's needed in that particular area. So to me, advertising, a lot of it has kind of lost touch with what it's great at.
It's such a big change that you realise if you're not part of that, then you're probably going to be left behind, and you might wake up in like 5 years' time thinking, oh God, I wish I took that opportunity to go work at that startup. What would I have learned if I went here and there? And it's also another big part of it is that, where startups offer equity and things like that, it feels like they want you to be part of their goal, right? Whereas an agency, I don't feel like you're not all working towards like something. You're just like part of a machine, and that's like that kind of feeling you get from a startup is you can't really get that from an agency.
The models are dying, right? There's a lot of big dinosaurs out there. I can shoot lots of arrows in them. They're not going to die overnight. But from our perspective, us two's always been about doing the best, most beautifully crafted work that makes a difference.
One of the things we do at Makeshift is we turn our own processes into products, and we realised quite early on that hiring people was the problem, finding the right people. A lot of the best people are already in jobs. It's unlikely that you're going to hire someone who's just kind of just stepped out of something and doesn't have something else lined up, because people get snapped up so quickly. So we've actually made a product to solve this problem for ourselves called Hire My Friends. And the idea is that it's a recommendation service for people who are in a job, who are thinking about maybe moving on to something else, but it's at that crucial point where you can't update your LinkedIn profile because your boss is going to find out immediately because they'll see the notification. And so it's an anonymous way of saying, actually I'm in a gig, but I'm looking for something else, and you ask your friends to share your profile for you.
Everybody's got their venture fund, everybody's got their kind of investment kind of focus. Nobody's got the secret sauce, right? There isn't a kind of recipe to doing it. All we believe is that it's ultimately about, if we don't feel passionate about what we're creating, and if we don't think it's going to do something like meaningful, whatever that kind of desired outcome is, we won't do it.